Hello guys, it's Luci here. I am Chara's assistant editor, and today we're going to be talking about Splatoon 3's new story mode. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to Chara's YouTube channel, as it helps us out a lot. Now let's get right into the video. Before we go too deep into the video, I would like to discuss 3 important things that were shown in the trailer. First off, it looks like there might be 2 main hubs of the story mode. Right here you can see one of the hubs that it's called Alterna. We can also see where Captain Cuttlefish is located, and this might be another hub location. We'll come back to this image later since it's pretty interesting. And lastly, it looks like the new Agent 3 has 2 different outfits it can use for the story mode. What I speculate happens is you find Captain Cuttlefish in this desert-like area, and then when you meet Marie and Callie and Agent 3, you will get this new outfit. Now with the bulk of that said, let's get right onto the video. From what I've seen in the trailer, it looks like your little salmonid buddy will follow you around all throughout the story mode. In another shot, we can see your little buddy in an ink tank, which I think it's a pretty nice touch. However, we don't really know the conditions for the small fry to be in it in the first place. It could just be a press of a button, or just an idle animation. We don't really know at this point. It also appears that you can use your small fry buddy in combat. On Nintendo's official website, we can see a small clip of the small fry being used in action. Let me show it to you right now. It looks like with your small fry buddy that you'll be able to clear out masses of corrupted squid ink. It also says on the Nintendo website that you'll be able to throw the little buddy at Octarians to attack them. Here we can see various documents of Judd. It looks like the Splatoon 3 story mode will have a big emphasis on him, as him and Little Judd are the only mammals known on the planet right now. Also, something worth mentioning is that the Octarians now have feet, which probably ties into the theme of the story mode, Return of the Mammalians. This scene right here shows a squid being dissected, and what language could the writing here be? It doesn't look legible at all. It doesn't look like Inkling or Octoling dialect, so what could this mean? Right here we can see an Inkling holding onto a tree branch. In the distance we can see an upside down Eiffel Tower alongside major flooding. We saw this same Eiffel Tower in the first Splatoon 3 trailer. Is this what happened before the events of Splatoon 3? Something also interesting I found out from this still image is that there's actually a human fingerprint on the side of the screen. Could humans be making an appearance? Something shown later on might support this. Let's go back to this image real quick. I want to zoom in on a couple of things. First off, we can see some of that corrupted ink in the background. This gives me a feeling that Splatoon 3's story mode might take place outside of the underground. I also want to zoom in on his cane. It probably also means that the Bamboozler might be making an appearance back again in Splatoon 3. But the most interesting part of this image is that Cuttlefish actually has toenails for some reason. I have no idea why this is the case, and it might be touched on in the story. Who knows? One interesting thing I wanted to mention is that Callie now looks like she's wearing Marie's dress. I don't know why this is the case. And it looks like her primary color has shifted to match Marie's, but I have no idea why this is the case as well. And it looks like you'll be able to change Agent 3's eye color in settings. This is backed up by an official image where Agent 3 actually has orange eyes instead of blue eyes in the trailer. A small little detail, but we might see some stealth missions in Splatoon 3's story mode. Oh yeah, and right here in this image we can see a sloshing machine that the new Agent 3 is using. I wonder if this is just a work in progress and we'll get a hero sloshing machine in the near future. It also looks like DJ Octavio will make an appearance again. Kind of a hot take, but I actually doubt that Octavio will be an enemy in the Splatoon 3 story mode. And that's because the threat of mammals on this planet could also hinder Octavio's existence as well. And also, to be honest, I think his design looks more friendly because of the GoPro on his head. If he isn't an enemy, to what extent he'll be helping us out, we don't really know. It's still just speculation at this point. And for this last segment, I really want you to pay attention to the background. This is actually pretty interesting because the countdown is actually going from 8 all the way down to 3 and then starts repeating at 3. Who is speaking here? And is this just a generic English voice? And why is there English in a Splatoon game? Well, obviously not text, but I mean voices. This is just pretty interesting overall. I wonder what Splatoon 3's story mode has in store for us in the distant future. If I missed something or if you would like to add on to anything I said in the video, be free to leave a comment down below. I'll try my best to respond to everyone. Remember to follow Kiwi Food on Twitter, and I'll see you guys later.